Hello. Hey, what's going on? So yeah, as you my hair, obviously, as you can see, like what where? That has not stopped me from giving you guys some up to date stuff. So as I am in the moment to see some person as well. Oh, will they get off for staying on? This is so weird. Cause like sometimes like I don't see people like get on and like to talk to me, so it's just it's a very awkward moment. Hopefully, hold on, wait, let me fix the shirt. 'Cause I really do not want a blooper moment. That would just be so embarrassing. They'd be like, "I saw her titty." Like um, yeah. So so today's video, I just wanted to come up on here and at least thank the people who have been saying some favorable things in just some real honest situations, and just wanted to say thank you. What's going on? Maybe I can draw something for you one day. I'm right-handed, so I don't know if like right-handed is an extra skill when you draw. So I'm just like, oh hey, look what's going on. Anyway, I don't know how that came about. Yeah, so I went actually. I know where this was going. I went to the doctor's earlier for the not the chiropractor. What is it like? Physical therapist because I'm like super tall, and just trying to get my body in shape and stuff like that, uh, so I can look noise and move around and just be more flexible. I just want to do more activities. Like if I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna, be under the sun and be in nature, I need to have mobility. Can you imagine? Like, just I don't know, just trying to scoop myself everywhere. I just, if needed, I will. Like, people normally can do that, but I was just imagining like the most lazy way, like in my chair, like literally in my office chair, just kind of like scooting around, like, oh, it's amazing. So the physical therapist was telling me like, oh yeah, like you have to do this, that, here, and the third. So now I'm gonna do like these exercises in order to look better. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I think that I will try to incorporate some more nature in the background. I mean, I like kind of having like nature things, but maybe I can try to do some things outside, and hopefully there's not a lot of interference or disturbances that are going on also. Today has been eventful, and I haven't like I probably only had like a little bit of sleep because I was getting a lot of things ready and getting some clarity because I'm getting some more support and some more materials for this process as I'm trying to get out of this captivity. But like, let's be honest, someone had made it very clear. The only person who made it very clear was that when the government has like a grip on you or a lockdown on you, like they won't let you go. Like you've seen it all the time. You see it in history and stuff like that. When people have like a certain type of power over, like a power struggle, it'll be pretty damn hard, nearly impossible for them to want to like let you go. So like I said, I'm getting my bearings by doing the things that I want to do and just kind of moving accordingly because I don't want to dismiss the I don't want to dismiss the opportunity, not even opportunity, because like that's another thing. I don't want to dismiss the possibility or the miracle of actually being free from people who are invading my privacy, stalking me, gang stalking me, harassing me, and all this other kind of jazz, spy cameras and all that other kind of jazz. That might not happen. So I just have to, I'm making the best of that situation because it doesn't matter like where I move to or stuff like that. People seem to be very money hungry and manipulative. And there's this thing that I read in the narcissist the okay, where's that? The book about like how to fight against a narcissist, and it was just talking about future faking, and it seemed like the trend nowadays is oh, what is it, it was like future faking freedom and abundance. Now again, I don't want to dismiss anything that the people have told me about like possible freedom and prosperity in the future. It's just that it just seems highly unlikely. I'm not going to dismiss it, and I want to think, and I'm trying to think good things and trying to put positivity out there. But at the same time, I'm protecting my boundary because, like, I know how people get when it comes to power, and I know how it gets when it comes to people just like abusing and loving controlling other people. Speaking of which, I a lot of the insight that I got last night was in regards to somebody wanting to see me. A couple people wanted to see me. That is very interesting. So the other day, I had just missed a like I don't use a certain type of number, so I saw like for my I had saw from like my number because like I keep my accounts kind of private. Like since it's just me and since I'm isolated, like I don't need to worry. I have like my phone on do not disturb, even though like I check it regularly and I for like text messages and calls though. But like people have been calling me, like I said, from like these weird numbers or like unknown numbers and stuff like that. Are playing prank calls. So I was just like, yo, frick it. So anyway, I had checked upon my text messages and I had seen that somebody had wanted to reach out, and I was just like, kind of contemplating that that situation because that person was a part of monopolizing my oppression. And so while I'm gaining more content and more material in order to support this so I can bring it to the appropriate authorities, which is weird because like there's so many beautiful spirits and energies that are like providing me content and in regards to my situation. However, at the same time, like they don't want to talk to me. So it just almost seems like, I hope that you're not trying to be the person who's like trying to manipulate me and trying to make a profit. But there are other people who are like super freaking just genuine and sincere. So, I've just been very cautious about exactly like, who to listen to and just who to hear. Like either way, I'm still getting like content about like, okay, so what's going on in the background because people like to right now people just like to monetize off of me. And at this point in time, like I am a resource. It is what it is. But like I have boundaries and I'm doing as much as I possibly can in order to stop it. So like I said, like, yeah, last night I was gaining some content and I just went down memory lane and I found some crazy behind stuff that's still tethered to email accounts. So whether or not, and it's so funny because, of course, when people are like monitoring my every move, they came out quick and ready with like, some excuse. Oh, this is like, this is fake. This is from a fake account and stuff like that. I'm not the one with the background in cyber technology and stuff like that. Okay. That is not me. Okay. I need fucking tutorials for Photoshop and for freaking like when I do my face, if I do like any type of like edits or something like that, like those those look barely B plus material. Okay, so if I need to do like accents or anything like that, that's totally like B plus material. I need tutorials on those. However, the sources, which are my exes, and the oppressors, they are phenomenal with that kind of stuff. So of course they're gonna try to project and be like, "Oh no, this right here is fake, and this right here is da 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 da." I'm just like, only a competent person would be able to piece two and two, like, two and two together. Like, why does this person, like, first off, you're like, okay, we've already established the fact that this woman right here is oppressed. Okay, this is why we have to passively give her this information because we also don't want to be in hot water. Secondly, um, if you are the person that's, if you are the looking ass person that's trying to make it seemed like, she's jealous of you or that she's stalking you or that she wants you, then why is she trying to claim her freedom? Why is she the one that literally is like looking towards a future with another person who looks nothing like you or acts nothing like you? Like, why are you the one that's being called out on your own behavior and you are nothing like what she embodies to be like the right kind of person? So I'm telling you, only a competent person will be able to like, put two and two together. But it's just pretty easy if you if you just, not even just think. I mean, it's just pretty easy if you just have any type of, I want to say brain cells, but I mean, just any type of intelligence. So one of the things that I was looking at one of the things I was looking at was photos, old text messages that was sent to other women. And I was just like, like, all right. So that some of the material that I was looking at wasn't needed for obviously for the report that I'm going to be. Look at that. People don't want to talk. That kind of information is not conducive to the report that I need. So, but that was like some information that I put in a separate folder because I was just like, look, this is the kind of stuff that I want to remind myself for the future. Even though I already put this person in the friend zone, regardless of what other people had said. Hold on, you didn't say that. So, I haven't had any water in hours, and I mean hours, hours. And I have nothing but water. But I was washing my hair and doing this to it. It's not really done. It's not really done. I have stuff to do stuff to it. But yeah. So I'm like super dehydrated. Plus I was in a hot it's like in a hot shower, so even more dehydrated. So pardon me. But as I was saying, uh yeah, I was gathering all this information. Well, not all this information is that I'm still like slowly working on looking up old accounts, and I found out that one of that like my old school email address, like I mean old school, something that I've had since like high school even. One of my old school, high school addresses that I don't even use anymore. I've like been got like dismissed that had information on it has been totally wiped out. There's like nothing in there anymore. And I'm just like, what the so that's that. And then there was one that I still kind of no, I don't use that one. I barely use that one. I just use that actually for like spam if I like want coupon or something like that. You know. It's just like, oh yeah, like you want to put your email address? Be like, sure. So um yeah, one of those moments. And that had like some old school information and I use that too. So again, I'm sharing this information because hopefully like, if and when you fall into this kind of pitfall with any type of narcissist, then you can go back in history and you can, do the same thing in order to protect yourself. So I went back into like my emails, and then that's when I found certain type of things that reminded me of like, oh yes, yes, this is why I broke up with this person, or this is why I told them this, that, here, and the third. I'm like, yo, like, yeah, I have love for you, like, I love you, but this is why we're not doing this. So yeah, yeah. Pretty much. That a voicemail. This is the thing. Hold on. So while people were like looking into my business, they had the audacity to try to start making videos as if, they were trying to like help me out and give me warning. Meanwhile, they are projecting because in their videos, I'm not saying everybody who I was listening to, but in other people's videos, they were over here trying to be extremely messy and trying to, either shame, ridicule a man's sexual preference. And I was like, that is not conducive that is not conducive to my freedom. Like, I don't need to know about this information. I just need to focus on this. First of all, I already been knew about that and I was okay with it. Like how you live is how you do. Like, like as long as with me, like, you just have it like one way and but it's been bad. But like yo, like that's another conversation. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not with this person. And I've been with this person for eons. So the things about what they have or what they do and who they're with, certain things I don't need to know. Certain things I would need to know, I guess, if I was going out with somebody or if they was like trying to come back to me. But other than that, I'm just like, I mean, yeah, karma is a bitch, but like I I'm very hesitant about like smiling or reveling in it because I just don't want that shit to like fall back up on me. And it's not that easy for it to like come back to me, but I'm just like still, still like I don't. Having said that, I think one of my most important situations or problems I have with particular people that are online is the projection. Because I'm just like, okay, well, how can you be sloppy? How can you be sloppy about somebody else's personal life that has nothing to do with with my welfare? Like you're sharing somebody else's business that to me in order to try to help me, but this is not helpful. Uh, and then in addition to that, how are you going to try to address my anger, even though I like I'm a human being. This is about a different topic. Like I'm allowed to have any type of emotion that I want as long as I don't act them out in a certain type of way. And how I act them out is this like and not in a physical type of way or in a way which is like one of God's one of seven abominations that meaning God hates it, which means like, lies, slander, physically harming somebody or something like that. Basically, I shit you not, everything that these people have been doing and the oppressors have been doing are these seven abominations, not sins, not deadly sins, but the abominations. I mean, something that even God just distastes, hates, and will like shun you for. So I was just like, look, like, rock out with the cock out, like, you go do that. But yeah, like, how are you going to judge me for, just reflecting on all the information that I've been getting in order to process on how to move forward? And yet not you, but and yet these people trip, will have a video, get super angry about maybe one or two people commenting about like that doesn't resonate with me. Like, okay, don't get into your feelings. Like, how are you about to get into your feelings about somebody's comment and make a protest? But I'm pretty sure, like, and that was probably like the best type of professionalism that you probably could have done. And it was still irate, it's still aggressive, and probably behind the scenes you were even more irate, more pissed off and stuff like that. But me, I can't do that, supposedly, according to them, when I can do whatever the fuck I want to because I'm going to act in a responsible manner. Like, I can have whatever kind of feeling that I want to have. I just know that I cannot act in a certain type of way because I know that there are like rules that I do not want to break, and that there are also repercussions, like spiritual rules and physical man rules, that I do not want to break, and that I know that I want to live in honor of like my own fucking code. So, having said that, keep these kind of people need to keep their projections to themselves, because it's really messy and tacky when I see people try to do that, when they try to like throw that onto me. I'm just like, sweetie, no, that's just I'm wearing white, don't play with me. So it's not it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. I don't want to play like that. Speaking of which, in addition to that, there's just like so many things that I aspire to do, especially with school and my education. And by saying things like I aspire to, meaning that I'm working on these things, I'm actually putting in effort to doing these things. And meanwhile, people are like still obsessed and still having these attitudes, and I'm just like, yeah, these are distractions. And I said, did I put it somewhere? It was just like, yeah, I was just like, yo, whatever. Because I find it comforting knowing that God always has my back, and the universe, hold on, and the universe treats me favorably when I allow it. So, like, I'm not gonna get distracted by other people's mess, because they're always gonna try to find to throw a monkey, like a monkey wrench into my plans, and I'm just like, at this point in time, like, you cannot get to me on a certain type of level, because like I uphold myself. Oh, you guys are really hating. I uphold myself in a certain type of standard. Yes, I can say things, I can react in a certain type of way, but I know that the end game, or like my actual reaction, is going to be justly. So, not to circle around the situation. So anyway, somebody had messaged me, and then I had seen that they wanted to connect, and then I hear about somebody else wanting to connect with me, and this person is hella aggressive, and that they're basically going to try to cuss me out for what they did to me, um what is it, help oppress me, betray me, and slander me, and all other kind of jazz, and think that I'm going to have the audacity to just be like, okay. So I was like, oh, no, 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 we're not going to do that. And I know that I said that, yeah, because like revenge requires emotions, and I said that I don't have any emotions for these people, and it means, like, people were trying to catch me in a lie, and it was just like, no, like, I don't have emotions to do it, revenge. Don't don't understand, like, yo, like, don't dismiss the things that I felt for these people, because if, like, I went through that, I went through the feelings, I went through all that kind of stuff, but for me to elevate, like, I can't put that kind of bullshit. I can't make that bullshit a priority. You feel me? That kind of stuff just doesn't. It has no meaning into my life and into like the things that I want to do, like my goals and things like that. Like who has the actually I can't even say who has the time because apparently a billion people have a time. I wouldn't say a billion. I don't even know what the fucking number is of like how many people like watch my life without my permission. But here we are, like people are just steadily watching. So I got some information on my exes, and they're not happy about it. Hence, this quick character assassination, and I'm just like, I don't know what you expect me to do. Like, you kind of left me, you guys, had me in this opportunity to be isolated. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, you feel me? Like, uh, these people's feelings or ideas of me does not stop me from wanting to do exactly the things I wanted to do in order to live in accordance to my goals. Me and the same type of like moral code that me and my grandmother used to share. So I'm just like, you know what? Ride that wave of hatred, okay? Dance on that, like, ride on that wavy boat of like, that sea of hatred, because that has nothing to do with me. So, like, just go. Okay. I'm gonna say what else was I gonna say? It's so crazy, like how people are just like dying to just do like a character assassination, but I realize that people are going to talk regardless. And as I'm elevating, that's just something that we'll have to be accustomed to. It's just at this point in time, like, my boundaries are mine, but I'm really giving up to God. I'm really giving up to God. Like, that, my privacy, and all the other kind of jazz, like, I'm giving it up to God. Giving it up to God. Well, excuse me, I gave it up to God. And so here we are. All right, hold on. Here were some of the comments. It was like someone's gonna overstep your boundaries, and then it said somebody's gonna break in, somebody's gonna kill your dog. I was like, well, I mean, they were trying to be like people were trying to be very passive and evasive. So I mean, like they'll hint is Brooke coming. I mean, knowing that I don't have a dog, but they were just like someone. All right, and this was literal because I would wrote it down verbatim. Dig in your ass and cuss you out, and admitted to raw dogging. Now, granted, this person said that if you are at a low vibrational period, or if you happen to be a person who just you had enough, and I already said that I'm tired of people's crap. So if somebody literally happens to address me face to face and happens to cuss me out, trying to make me feel bad, and that's another thing. My old former self would have been the person to first apologize and been the person to first been like, you know what, okay, yeah, I'm sorry for something that they did to me. So I'm just like, all right. And also at a certain type of point, when I know that it's too much, even back then, I used to be like, okay, hold on, stop this, stop this. I did this to family members, and I did this to like old relationships, and they didn't like it. And now that there's an opportunity for somebody to come back, and they think that they're probably gonna like use their feelings and try to like guilt me and manipulate me, I'm just like, no, 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 no. So what I proudly did was that I just exhibited my feelings. I am this material that I collected, this material that I was collecting while receiving the messages from others. I was just like, huh. So I reflected. Since people are in my business on a constant, and as far as like thoughts, ideas, and just in my private space, I don't have any privacy, so I'm not gonna lie to myself uh, about exactly like how I'm going to feel. In order to come up to a decision, you have to weigh your pros and your cons. Okay, as somebody who is a Libra scale, you can't be balanced. You're going to put a problem here, and you're going to weigh it. So so how do I want to react to this situation? If I put my feelings up in this, I'm gonna react in this way. So what I did was just that I reflected that way. And then as I kept going, I was just like, this isn't me. I was like, it's like it's like going to a fast food restaurant and they're telling you that you have fresh fries and they're just stale. It's literally what it tastes like. It tastes like stale ass fries. And I was like, no, ugh, I don't want it. Like this isn't me. This isn't me anymore. This is not my preference. So I was just like, no, I'm good. Um, and after that, I had played some Yolanda Adams. Um, this is the no, the battle is not yours. This is the Lord's. And I was just like, yo, I kneeled down. I took some breaths. I didn't cry or anything like that. I was just like, you know what? And I gotta like, and so it is, and so it be. Like, bruh, I'm at a point right now where that kind of shit, that if somebody actually comes to me, I was like, I'm gonna choose this part. I'm gonna choose this part of me because this part is old and tacky, and it's like insanity, which is basically doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I was just like, no, like let me try to see what it's like for me to just carry myself in this type of manner and this type of form. So, and honestly, I like where I'm at with this. So, and it was beautiful because this was not only a test for me, but it was a test for other people to just to like let me see exactly where they are. So yes, my oppressors are your or a lot of tarot readers and stuff like that sources, but also them trying to monitoring me and getting the information where it's cut up, chopped, screwed from my oppressors. Having said that, they show me their true colors. So if at any chance I actually do have that abundance, prosperity, that freedom that I deserve as a fucking human being, then I want to go forward in my journey with people who are not just, you don't have to be like-minded. We can have different opinions, but somebody who honestly walks in full consciousness and in full ambition and passion about like, exactly what it is and what the fuck, and a movement where it's just like so fucking beautiful, where like life is good, like you live in abundance, and you don't need to shit on somebody, and you don't want to try to take out somebody's rights, and you don't want to be controlling, like you want to live in life that's good. Like that is the kind of person that I want to walk with. That is the kind of person whose company that I want to have. That is the shit that is so fucking hot to me. Like that is what I want, and that is how I'm living, and that is how I'm walking. Okay. Yes, I am fucking oppressed, but I'm trying my damnedest each day, each moment, in order to just, knock myself like knock those ideas out of me, but still like, like understand that it's there. But just like, keep moving, keep moving. And all I can do is honestly just still like pat myself on the back because there's other people out there who are trying to provoke me and lie and slander, who keep forgetting that. Who literally have resources, parents, and this, that, here, and the third, who looks at other people who have less than them and look at them with like shame. So, and it's very disgusting because I don't ever want to have an innumerable amount of money and look down at like a homeless person, somebody in a third world country, because that's the kind of energy that these honestly that these dumb bitches have. And I don't want to have that energy. Like, look, the way how you're looking down on me is the way how I'm when it when we like, all right, look, have that same type of you would naturally have that same type of idea or vision about somebody else who is like, oppressed or less than. And I was like, I don't, I can't empathize. I can't, I don't even find it attractive to share any type of words with you because like, you're very short-sighted, tone deaf, inconsiderate, shallow, too materialistic, and just vile. I don't want to fuck with that. Like, no, thank you. Like that kind of energy is just very off-putting to me. Like there ain't gonna be no amount of money that's gonna make me think that okay, yeah, like I'm better than somebody else who has like, super less than me. Like, no, fuck out of here. In fact, I had said a long time ago, I was like, look, nobody can make me jealous of what they have because I can always find somebody else who has something better than them. And it's not to say that I'm not going to like shit on your achievements. It's just saying that you can't try to make me jealous because I know that there is somebody who literally there's somebody out there who's probably like looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. Like, there's literally like some rich person who's just like, you look very foolish right now. When you're doing that and you're stunning on somebody, like, I mean, there's moments where you should be definitely fucking proud of like your achievements though, but if you are using it to make somebody feel small and this person is not doing anything to you or anything like that, then yeah, you're a piece of shit. In this point blank period, because literally it's just like, I can look over you and there's somebody else who has a house that's bigger, a car that's nicer, newer, a family that's actually more loyal and faithful, a beautiful family too at that. And maybe they have, ambitions and stuff like that. It's more haughty, younger, perhaps even authentically and genuinely happy while you're just playing and doing a lot of stuff for just the social media. Well, yeah. Anyway. I really feel like I'm about to just have like a costume like malfunction or something like that. Oh my goodness. Like another Aries moon. What can I say? We are scandalous, darling, but we are beautiful. Excuse me. Like I'm very in awe of the fact that I was able to first off make this thing look decent because I was struggling. Oh my goodness. I was just like, maybe if I had to do like one more half hour, I'd have been like in tears. But it came out nice. It came out nice. I swear. Anytime when I look pretty, anytime when somebody's like, "Oh, you look beautiful," I'm just like, "Thank you." But in my head, I'm just like, "It's really all God." Like God, baby, this, like, like, like this. If I have on makeup and stuff like that, and I'm just like, y'all, like, it's not me. Like this is not a talent. This is not a talent of mine. This is literally, I give it up to God because God. I was just like, God, can I look pretty in that? And he was just like, why not? And and here I am. And here I am. It's all by luck and faith and God's choice. um. Another thing I wanted to tell you about, which seems in relation to this, if people try to assume about anything in regards to how you feel and what your feelings are, I'm just like, I'm understanding now about like, letting people just assume certain things, I mean, within reason, but it's just like, because there are moments when you do need to clarify something. But for the most part, like, consider it like this. You know how in the Civil War, when people were having the barracks and they needed to shoot from across a field from the enemy territory and stuff like that. I was just like, yo, like, don't light your cigarette in the dark. Just snuff it out. So what happens is it's like the soldier, because smoking was a heavy and popular trend back in the day. So the soldier would take the cigarette and would like and light it up, or when you inhale it, it does like the little light. And the skilled shooter is so apt that he can see that tiny little flick and then boom, take you out. And that's why I was just like, this is a good message. It's like, don't light your cigarette in the dark. Like if people don't know shit about you, don't help them out. Don't give them a hint because then they're just gonna keep assuming. Okay. At certain moments, like you do have to just like, clarify some things, but I'm just like, yo, like whatever. You can stay in the dark. You're trying to make me your target. I'm just like, no. I'm like, that doesn't no, that's not me. That's not how I feel. But yeah. I don't even want to like, pacify and be like, oh, but good job, though. No, no, no. Go fuck yourself. So yeah, don't light your cigarette in the dark. Although if you really need that puff, like hold it right here. Like if you need to talk to your friends or something like that, they be like, yo, we already know, bitch. Like, yo, we good. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. But if you need to share, with your group, with your flowers, with the pastor that you actually trust and you listen to, then yes, then do that. But yeah, like, go ahead and like, take that puff like in the dark or something like that. Hold it, put your jacket over. That's symbolic for just basically, tell who you need to tell. If you do need to tell if you want to tell, if you want to speak out on something like that. Yo, like, why do we have to have all these fucking restrictions? But I'm just saying, like, yo, if somebody's really trying to like, take you out, don't light your cigarette in the dark. Okay. Especially when these people are just so fucking worthless. Snuff it out. Okay. Um. During my while I was waiting to be seen for my doctor's appointment, I was looking at Proverbs because I was looking at the seven abominations, and it's actually Proverbs 6 to 16 through 19, seven things that are also abominations that the Lord does not like, and these just seem to resonate a lot with the people that I'm dealing with, the flying monkeys and such. So I was just like, yeah, yeah. Also, I'm in the belief that not all prophets are prophets. Like some prophets are like false prophets, false oracles, and I'm just like, it's watching me do something and then talking about it. Like you're not putting something out, you're not foreseeing something and then boom, it's actually going to like materialize. Like no, it's a monkey see, monkey speak kind of situation. And I'm not saying that for everybody. There are actually some really talented people out there who I still follow and listen to, not just hear, but I comprehend things. Even if I disagree with it, I'm just like, I hear you or I listen to you. But Yeah, some people are it's just like, look, I can see through you, but you're really entertaining though. Keep going. I'll like, yeah, like like I can see like yo, my talent is actually getting better where I can actually just kind of see through the yaya, uh, the caca, like online. Like I'm just like, bruh, like this is just I and I can foresee exactly like what the next step is going to be. Sometimes I'm just like, interesting, interesting. But let me move because people are trying to like people are really anxious and upset right now because they want me to plan and stuff like that. And I used to be really good at planning. Like I loved planning, but seeing as how like a lot of my moves and my activities and stuff like that are being monitored without my permission, I love the fact that I can just I wasn't comfortable with it at first though, but I can just move in faith. I was like, okay, look, I want this, I need this right here. So how do I get to it? Boom. And I just move in faith. So while other people are like in the looking ass seat and being anxious and annoyed about activities that they felt entitled to that they had no right to be entitled to, they're getting upset. I'm just like, this is like this is the problem that you have, like that you need to work on. Like, why are you upset with me? Like, it brought it back to the situation about the other person who just like supposedly wanted to see me, and I'm just like, if you can't be honest and fully transparent with me about like what's going on in the situation and the lies and the slander and all that kind of stuff, then like let me save you a solid minute or whatever. Like let me save you the gas. You don't have to come. If you're gonna try to bullshit me, you ain't gotta come. Like I don't understand why anybody would ever imagine like shit would be it's like what it's not supersonic, like or like things would be like copacetic. Like, I don't even know why anybody would think that, we'd be cool after, like, thinking that you could lie to me. I'm just like, let me save you some time, sweetheart. It ain't gonna happen. So, yeah, once more, when I was looking up this information, people were naturally assuming that I was going to use it in order to, like, throw it out into social media land. And I was just like, no, like, this person already knows what they did. Like, that information I just need to put in a private folder so that way I can have it for myself. And then there's another piece of content that I wanted to have so I can have it, to the officials and to the authorities. But lo and behold, people just started like putting the cart before the cow. And I was just like, well, damn, they just really just called themselves out on like how they felt. And I was like, shit, like I really see that I hurt y'all's feelings. Like, oh my goodness, like what happens? Like we need to have her still in control. Like we need to be still in control about with her. And I'm just like, chill. And also, if you don't learn now, you never will. So like, I don't just bye bye. So yeah, so yeah, I was prancing around with all the information that was going around. I was prancing around my room, pacing around my room in my home, just kind of reflecting on how I would act in my low vibrational self if that person decided to come to me and try to curse me out because they felt entitled to be upset with me. Like you made like this is the kind of behavior that a narcissist and abusive person would do in a domestic violence pursuit, like where they hit you and be like, "You made me do this." Like, bitch, are you kidding me? Like, so whatever I did, which wasn't physical, whatever I did to you or said to you, because I just have that mouth. It's not me. I owe it to the Lord. It's a gift. Whatever I said or did, or that you have to lie is to say that I did to you, or because I turned you down, which shit I've done. So that is the reason why you want to do what you did, like from things that are like physically abusive to slander and all that other kind of jazz. Like, dude, like are you freaking kidding me? So yes, I had every right to just like I literally just pranced back around, back and forth, and as people were like, and as this one individual who seemed very materialistic and very upset because she literally said that she's hangry and that she didn't have a sandwich and that she was really in her feelings, and I was just like, oh sweetie, well then honestly that was just like a poor time. And it's just then she was like saying, "Oh, like I'm helping you in the collective." I'm just like, "No, you're not. Like you're really in your feelings. You're projecting. So it is in your best interest to first eat a sandwich, maybe a little bit more, and get your fucking stuff out of your feelings, and then try it again. Try it again. Like no, I can take information though, but it's just like watch yourself, because then that's when other type of like information started coming out, and she was projecting because she said it herself that she was also in a situation where she was like, honking the horn, this thing and that. I was just mm. Like, first of all, you don't even know my intention for putting my like my information to the side. I was just literally gonna have it for personal stuff. I wasn't gonna put it on blast. But there's just there's really some crazy ass crap that I've endured. I mean, minus the whole minus this current situation that I'm in. There's just like additional stuff that was just insane in remembering. Dudes, the tactics that my oppressors use to keep me confined in this tower is insanity. Like dangling a carrot stating that, oh yeah, you're gonna be free and abundant and stuff like that. Like they look for opportunities to not do it. Like they never had the intention of letting you go. It's like, I don't know if I had mentioned this before, but like my mom was, you have the parental narcissist. And so like my mom used to do, thankfully I had my grandmother as my anchor. So I hardly saw my mom. Like we lived together. Like we all lived in the same household, but like she was always out and about. Yeah. So my grandmother was like my anchor, and like goodness. And sorry, I had a moment. What was I saying about my mom? So my mom was always in and out, and oh yeah, so she talked about the future faking. She did the future faking thing, which is like a narcissistic situation, a narcissistic tactic, which is basically like you're gonna promise something and in the future and it never happens. A man in a dating situation can promise you a marriage, or if you have a female boss, then they'll promise you or like an employer will promise you a promotion, and that'll never happen. But for my mom, she promised Disneyland, and I was just like, oh my gosh, yes. I had straight A's. I was a good kid, and I used to like take care of like my siblings, even our grandmother. It wasn't enough. She would look for any little thing in order to be like, okay, yeah, we're not gonna do it. Whole entire time, she just didn't have the money for it. But like, that's the kind of situation where it comes to with the intention of future faking. And it's just like these people never had the intention of releasing you or giving you the freedom that they spoke of. It's just in order to keep you in control. Not keep you in control, to control you in order to make you subservient to them. And it's a mind game. It's a manipulation tactic. And I was just like, yo, I see right through you. Like, can you, the kind of things people try me. I was just like this is nothing new. This is nothing new. Got a lot of years on this. It's like, people try it. And now that I've been by myself, like, it's just like, okay, no, I know what's no. Like, I have no problem. I have no regrets with losing you. Because I've already dropped you. You feel me? And I've been on my own. Again, there's a difference between being alone, and lonely. With being lonely means that you are willing to accept people who have no good intentions or no good will towards you. Yeah, we're not there yet. Like I don't need to be in the presence of somebody that desperately in order for them to just treat me like shit. Like no, if I do not have you in my life, then I do not need you in my life, because that is just like too fucking exhausting and would honestly just kill me emotionally in ways that, from the inside out. I'm just like, no. That's totally okay. We're good. We're good. We're fucking fine. I am totally all right with that. And I hope that you guys are too when it comes to like, those kind of moves or those kind of situations where somebody like throws it in your face, be like, all right, well, fine then. I'm like, yeah, fine then. Like, I don't, also I need to get something to eat. So I haven't had anything to eat, but I'm not hangry. I'm just I'm thirsty a little bit, which is why I have the water here. So why I'm doing that. And I'm not hungry either, but I just feel like I should probably eat something because it's getting too late. And as I said, like I'm trying to do something with my weight. So I'm whether or not with my weight, I just want to be in a healthier body. So I don't want to eat too late. And my skin got a little bit better. Well, a lot better. I still have my makeup up though, but so like it's gotten like the stuff's kind of like nicer, cleaned up, and all that jazz. Yeah, people are expecting me to be hateful to their energy, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass because there's so much more to look forward to. So why am I gonna waste it on you? You don't even have the respect to address me publicly or like directly. So what is the point? What is the point? I literally am just minding my business. So, pardon me. So yeah, what's the point? I'm gonna make sweet love to some like some chicken, lemon chicken and salad. Like I'm gonna have the bread, and it's gonna come with like the mozzarellas. My eyes are closed because I'm just envisioning it right now. Because it's gonna be delicious. Oh my goodness! Like you would have thought I was drunk or something like that. I'm not. Actually, I haven't had like any wine in a long time. And there's nothing wrong with a nice little glass of wine. But yeah, I'm just oh my goodness gracious. It's just a better moment. Like I said, highs and lows, man. Like, that is a part of life, and that is part of a human being. Do not idolize me because that in itself is one of the abominations too. I don't do idolatry. Uh, I respect I respect a lot of religions, if not all of them. I wouldn't say all of them because I don't want anything to be like too dark, but you have to respect the dark and all that. I don't know. That is a slippery slope to discuss. Because I don't know what other kind of religions are out there. I know that there are some really honestly some bad ones that I won't fuck with. So, but I do love what is it, Judaism, Buddhism. The Catholic one is extremely strict, and but I grew up in a Catholic like kind of I grew up in a Christian household, so that's what like everything has the umbrella under like a Christian household, and I like that. So I mean, like I like that as far as like I respect Christian religion, like that's my first and foremost. But I do like other religions in response to like Buddhism and Judaism. Ooh, Taoism too is nice too. All right, all right. I'm gonna go. Like I said, I'm gonna go make soda to some salad. Like, um, salad and some bread. It's basically a hoagie because again, I've not been to the part where I can smile having salad though. But I mean, it's practically a sandwich because you just have your bread, you have your mozzarella, you have your oil, but it's just like but it's separated. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a loose hoagie basically, and yeah, and do my other work for the night. All right, well, that's that's pretty much all I want to talk to you guys about. And also, yeah, like let's just dump and abandon all our old activities and our old habits. And I mean, it's okay for us to reflect on exactly like how we're going to approach somebody, and then be like, at the end of the day, yeah, let's not do this. And that's it. So if certain type of people come into my face and they expect like some type of pushback, I'm just like, you wasted your fucking time. So yeah, it's just like, I no, it's like an old fucking shoe. Just throw it away. Don't even try to like upcycle it, recycle it. Don't worry about trying to make it into something else, a planter. Just throw it away. Throw it away. Like that's old. That's an old you. That's a part of your old life. You don't need that shoe. You about to go get yourself like a pump or a really nice, a sneaker or whatever like that. Anything. I don't know, some boots. You don't need that mess. So throw it away. Throw away the old habits. Throw away the old habits. Throw away the old kind of quick mental thinking because I was just like, look, like let me just see what would happen as far as like how I would approach somebody if they were cussing me out. And honestly, yes, I do have that mouth where I can literally say something. I've been really humble. Funny because I don't even try to be mean. I literally just say something to just say it though. But I've been very like more conscious about like when it comes to like a quip to say certain things. I'm just like, yeah, like no, that's yeah. If I need to, maybe, but I'm just like, no. At the end of the day, it's just like, why? I'm like, why would you try to get me down to that level? Why? I think I can, like, I'm pretty confident that I can stop you in your tracks before we can even get there. Like, you trying to, first off, if you're trying to yell at me and you're expecting something, I already know right then and there. It's just like, okay, I know what this is. I know what this is. No, no, thank you. No, thank you. So actually, you know what? No. Let me let me tell you, let me share some of the content because they had got really smart. I'm just like, I wasn't even going to share this content, but since you guys wanted to be funny, so hopefully you can hear this part. Let me tell you something, bitch. I'm gonna every fucking window out that car that you got. I'll set the house on fire. You think I'm fucking playing with you? You better answer that fucking phone when I call. Now tell me, how can you go ahead and fake that kind of information? Did you hear that or not? Because it's like, how can you fake that information while you guys were trying to like distract people and talking about like I don't know, Photoshop or something like that, just trying to make lies. Like, how can you fake that? And then do you want to try to fake a video too? Like, like, do you really want me to go there? Because as I'm trying to like go up for like some more information, like, yo, I was just like really reflecting on how much I've grown and the displays of like people's activities and actions. You guys really just showed yourselves. The people who I thought were actually a neutral showed me exactly, they showed me themselves. So yeah, those are the kind of people that, it was a test for the both of us. It was a test on exactly like, what my decision will be on how I see this person. Oh, I was just like, oh yeah, all right, fine now. Like I could have been two ways, the scales. I could have been two ways. I could have been like, yeah, all right, so this is how I'm gonna do, like practicing, like, okay, yeah, this is how I'm gonna do it. This is how I'm gonna greet this person if they ever come to me. And I was just like, no, this is like this behavior is like, ugh, I'm done with it. Like this is like an old shoe that I don't want to wear. I'm just gonna throw it away. I'm not gonna give it to somebody else. I'm not gonna turn it into something else. I'm just gonna throw it away. I decided that instead, if somebody tries to greet me with hostility and some nastiness, then it's just gonna be like, no, I'm here. Remember? Come on now. Like, how you gonna forget that I'm the high empress? I know, yeah, that I'm the empress. Like, I think that I'm gonna go ahead and just try to act a certain type of way. Now, mind you, yes, this is the thing I love about myself is that I can do that. I can acknowledge myself and be like, you know what, this happened or this didn't happen. Like, yo, feel your fucking emotions. Let's stop having these people like try to put us on a pedestal. I'm like, that is their problem when it comes to like, how um on what it is that we're thinking and how we are like contemplating certain type of ideas, because also at the time thoughts are not our own. Thoughts are also like manipulated by outside resources and outside sources, obviously by the person who said that they were going to like dig in my ass and cuss me out, and I was just like, oh no, the fuck they're not. So at least, I mean, hello, now I have something that honestly to work on, to work with. I'm just like, okay, well, this is how I would kind of react to this kind of person, but why would I, why should I? So these people showed their asses more than I could just ever, but I appreciate it. Nonetheless, I'm grateful for it. Nonetheless, I give all thanks to the Most High, to God, because honestly, first off, He brought me through a lot of this bullshit and protected me. Secondly, He brought me some people who were just very resourceful, very kind, very neutral, very authentic, and genuine, talented. I just really appreciate that. People who are spiritual beings. And I don't mean like, you have to have a religion, but you're just really in tune with what the fuck is going on and just knowing exactly like, how to act in accordance. And thirdly, like, I just thank God for just being God, just Him, Moon, Universe, and all that kind of jazz. Yeah. I'm just kind of happy right now because I didn't show my boobies not once. I'm such a clumsy giraffe. So like if a titty popped out, I'd have just been like, you know what? And I probably wouldn't even say anything. In stream. Like that's it. That's how it have been. I would have fixed myself and I'm like in the screen. And then probably just like re-upload. But all right guys, I'm going to gizzo. I will see you all later. Please have a great evening, some sweet dreams, a nice meal. Ooh, we home. Do I know? No. I'm actually thinking about some other things I could probably have with the salad because I mean, I'm telling you, I'm going to mess this up. All right. Bye. Love you guys. Ooh, some ginger beer. Okay. Bye bye.